Ooh. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is officially Halloween season, so I decided to not only show you one video this month, not two, not three, but four. Isn't that crazy? I love Halloween, so I decided to celebrate it with you, and today we're going to start off by making pumpkin soup. So let's go. And here are the ingredients: honey, some broth, Hokkaido pumpkin, heavy cream, an onion, and some garlic. And here are the spices. You're gonna need some salt, some ground cloves, cinnamon, ground nutmeg, some cayenne pepper, some black pepper, and some ginger. And here's my suggestion for the toppings. I'm using crème légère and some pumpkin seeds. First, I'm gonna clean my vegetables. Now cut your vegetables. We're gonna just chop them up roughly. You don't need small pieces because we're gonna blend it up later anyways. So you don't have to put much effort in cutting the vegetables. All right. Now moving on to the garlic. Now I'm going to cut my garlic in half, remove that inner section to avoid some terrible breath. Now I'm going to take my pumpkin. I'm going to remove those ends, cut it in half, de-seed it, and chop it up. Now if your pumpkin has stuff like that on the skin, just remove it as well. Now de-seed them. You just want the pure pumpkin, nothing else. Take a spoon for that. It's really easy actually. Scrape it loose and then dump it on a paper towel. My first experience I ever had with pumpkin was actually a quite terrible one. There is pickled pumpkin in the stores here, and I begged my grandma to get it for me to try it, and it was the worst thing on earth. And so I was afraid to try pumpkin for a very long time until I had pumpkin soup in, I believe, 6th grade. And from that on, I actually fell in love with pumpkin, and now I can't stop eating it. Now take your halves and then cut them like so, and then chunks. Like I said, you don't have to be very precise. Big chunks work just as well. Now take a large pot, add some cooking oil, and heat it up. All right, the oil is nice and hot. Gonna add my pumpkin, onions, and garlic all at once. Be careful. And then we're gonna braise it for about 3 to 5 minutes. I swear this is gonna scare away all the vampires. Just look at the silkiness all over the pumpkin bits. That is perfect. All right, once the onions are soft and transparent, we're gonna add some of the broth, not everything, about half of it. A little more. Like so, and then let it simmer for about half an hour. Now after 30 minutes, it should look something like this. Most of the flesh is all soft now. It's mostly the skin that we need to blend now. I'm gonna do it in steps. I'm gonna take a small amount of my soup. I'm gonna add it to a blender. Well, let's go with one more. Like so. I'm gonna put my lid on and give everything a good blend until nice and smooth. Now we're gonna add it to a second pot. Put the soup back on the stove and then add your heavy cream. And then you need to check on the consistency. Some people prefer a rather thin soup. I like it to be a little thick. And if that's what you want to go for, we still have some extra broth that you can use. But start off with little broth. It's gonna be pretty hard to make it thick again. Now I'm gonna add my seasoning. Don't go too heavy on the salt first. Broth contains a lot of sodium anyways. You can always add some more. And last but not least, add your honey. Now let it simmer for another 5 minutes on low temperature. Now this last and final step is optional. I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil right on top and a little bit of honey. Usually I would serve it with pumpkin seed oil. I just couldn't get my hands on it, so feel free to replace the olive oil with pumpkin seed oil if you can find it. And here it is, my pumpkin soup. If you've liked this video, please smash a huge thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching!